This year, the stall made a net profit of 5 million. Here is your 100,000.
The stall is mine. Do you have a jack?
I put up all the starting capital. You just provided the muscle.
Fine, have it your way.
I took that 100,000 and leased the worst abandoned cold storage in the entire East District.
Until the typhoon began to howl. The torrential rain poured down, and the entire city lost power.
Brother Zhao, from now on, let's sell our fruit in the South District separately.
Cheng Ye, our stall made over 5 million this year. Here is your share of the profits. 100,000.
The stall is mine.
I'm the one who put up the capital. You just provided the muscle.
Getting 100,000 is already a lot. Go ahead, ask around out there.
Which loader makes 100,000 a year?
I even covered your 3 meals a day. Take this money and buy some supplements for your paralyzed father, so you both can have a decent new year.
Back when the stall first opened, you made that big mistake.
All your premium high-end fruit froze and went bad. You held my hand, crying your eyes out, saying, Cheng Ye,
it's all up to you.
Once we make it and get back on our feet, we'll split everything 50-50, brother. That was ages ago.
Yeah. You need to learn some gratitude.
The name on this stall belongs to me, Zhao.
I was the one who put up the 800,000 in starting capital.
Without me giving you this opportunity, you'd still be picking fruit for people in the orchards.
Fine, have it your way.
That's more like it. Then,
Work hard, Cheng Ye.
Next year, once I upgrade to a Porsche, I'll let you borrow my old Mercedes to drive back to your village.
and show off.
No need. Forget Brother Tianhao.
After the new year, I'm not coming back.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
You're taking the money and quitting? You're right. I'm just a guy who provides the muscle.
My strength is all used up for this year. As for the stall's business in the future,
Brother Tianhao had better worry about his own skin.
小将好，象棋业，我就是个福。
He thought Cheng Ye wouldn't dare to leave his platform.
but what he didn't realize was that the 400 plus wholesalers in Jiangcheng Fruit Market never cared about Zhao Qianhao's brand.
What they trusted was Cheng Ye's sharp eye for quality. Brother Cheng, let me be straight with you.
The South District is just a bunch of abandoned cold storages.
The equipment is ancient, and the location is cursed.
Are you sure you want to look at it?
Yes, show me.
This place has been abandoned for 5 years.
Sure, the compressors still run,
But they eat up a terrifying amount of power.
plus it is way too far from the maid wholesale market.
To be honest, I have no idea what you were trying to pull here.
If you take the highway from here, reaching the top luxury restaurants downtown
It's 30 minutes faster than shipping from Zhao Qianhao's stall. In the high-end fruit business,
30 minutes is the difference between fresh and spoiled.
the world of difference between premium grade and garbage.
I will take it. 1 month deposit, 3 months rent.
Including a full equipment overhaul.
Can you have this ready before 4 p.m. today?
Brother Cheng, 500,000 is everything you have.
You had to sell out your life savings for this?
We are seriously risking it all on an abandoned warehouse?
No risk, no reward.
All right, you are bold, and I like that. I will have my men cool the room down to your target temperature before 4 p.m.
Well, well, look who is back. Little Di's home.
If it isn't the grand sales champion of our Jiangcheng market.
I heard this afternoon that Zhao Qianhao made over 5 million this year,
And he was generous enough to throw you 100,000 bonus.
but you actually had the nerve to quit? Are you insane? He put up the capital, so of course he gets the lion's share. That is just business.
You are just a lowly employee. You get to drink his leftovers, and you think that is not enough? Do you forget your father is still lying in a hospital bed?
You quit your job now. How are you going to pay the bills?
Brother, calm down. Little Yi, your second uncle is just blunt, but he is right.
赵钱好，卖比一比二人。
But at least he paid you well.
Why don't you buy some nice gifts tomorrow? Go apologize to him and ask for your job back. Every single penny of that 5 million Zhao Qianhao made. I practically worked myself to death to earn it for him.
Do you have any idea what I went through? Every single day at 3 in the morning, I had to be at the customs dock to pick up and inspect the shipments.
Then I had to haul everything back to the warehouse, load it into the freezer, and regulate the temperature. And by 5 a.m., I was already out delivering them to the biggest restaurants in the city.
For an entire year, I didn't get a single full night of sleep. And instead of showing a shred of gratitude, he threw me away like a beggar.
I would rather starve to death than ever go back to him. What the hell do you know?
The guy has money. He has
To connections and the absolute best storefront in the city center.
What do you have? Besides that reek of rotten fruit on you that you can never wash off, what do you have?
Where's that 100,000 you saved? Hand it over to your mother so she can save it for your father's medical treatments. You spent it? Cheng Ye, that was 100,000. You blew it all in half a day? I rented a cold storage unit. I'm going to strike out on my own. When we strike out?
Strike out on your own?
First of all, you don't even have any suppliers. Second, you don't have any wealthy clients to back you up. You stand absolutely zero chance of making it.
Fine. You think you're so tough?
When you're flat broke and can't even feed yourself, don't you dare blame your second uncle for not warning you today.
Your second uncle does make a valid point. Son,
A wealthy man like Tian Hao is the one who's truly cut out for business.
You've always been too honest and down to earth since you were a kid.
Dad, trust me.
Who says I can't do it? Your son can make this work.
In his eyes.
Only wealthy men like Zhao Chen Hao were cut out to be successful businessmen, while his own son, Cheng Ye, was destined for nothing but hard labor. But at this moment, Cheng Ye's ambitions were far greater than this 50-square-meter rented room could ever hold.
2 in the morning.
Cold storage number 7 at the Zhengcheng Cold Chain Logistics Park.
Cheng Ye was there all alone, holding a high-pressure hose, blasting away the stubborn grime on the floor, inch by inch.
The rusty shelves were polished until they gleamed, while the cold storage compressor hummed deeply in the background, pushing in 500,000.
This was his ultimate gamble.
Brother Zhao. Chan, my friend.
Are you still working at John House Stall, or what?
Brother Zhao. I'm on my own now. And what made you so angry?
That arrogant bastard, Xiao Tianhao, is just taking advantage of the fact you're not there.
He dragged in some clueless amateur from God knows where to inspect the goods.
I just air freighted 8,000 pounds of premium-grade 4G cherries and top-quality Shine Muscat grapes from overseas. They're all crispy, sweet, top-tier goods. But that punk actually nitpicked and claimed the quality wasn't good enough, and he wants to slash my price by 20%. 8,000 pounds of premium-grade 4G cherries and Shine Muscat grapes.
He's treating me like a damn beggar.
Zhao Tianhao even bragged that in the middle of the night in Zhangchang, nobody but him has the capacity to swallow this shipment.
Brother Zhao, wait for me at the dock. Just give me a little time.
8,000 pounds of premium-grade 4G cherries and Shine Muscat grapes. This is extremely rare stock that every high-end restaurant would fight tooth and nail to get. 600,000. Its market value is at least $600,000. But right now, I have less than $3,000 to my name. 8,000 pounds of grade 4G cherries and Shine Muscat grapes. If I can secure this shipment, every purchasing manager in Jiancheng's high-end dining scene will know that I, Cheng Ye, have the top-tier goods that nobody else can get. This isn't just a single deal. This is my golden reputation.
But where am I going to borrow $600,000?
Zhu Ting is desperate for cash himself. The other fruit distributors are too deeply entangled in Jia Tinghao's network, and it's way too late to go to the bank. Because of what happened 6 months ago, President Zhang owes me a favor, but $600,000 is no small sum.
It's do or die.
It all comes down to tonight.
Brother Cheng Ye.
What's the emergency calling this late? President Zhang, I've gone solo. I'm at the Southern District Logistics Park right now. I've leased my own cold storage. You went solo? Good for you. There's 8,000 pounds of premium-grade 4G cherries and Shine Muscat grapes at the customs port.
要枪好皮狗都有火力问题细。
They're trying to squeeze the price down.
I want to take this entire shipment. I've actually heard about this premium batch. It's old Zhao's cargo, right?
How much is that punk Zhao Tenhao trying to slash the price by? He's trying to cut it by 20%.
Old Zhao is about to explode with rage.
Typical Zhao Tianhao. No class at all.
How much do you need? Mr. Zhang, I don't have the starting capital right now. Lend me 800,000 yuan. This batch of premium goods will guarantee Wanzhong Pavilion's high-end fruit platters for the next month. I'll cover it all for you at cost price.
Cheng Ye, do you still remember what happened 6 months ago?
I remember. Jia Tenhao bought a cheap batch of cantaloupes and tried to pass them off as premium fruit to sell to Wanzhong Pavilion. But you noticed during unloading that those melons were infected with pathogenic yellow mold. If our guest had eaten them, Wanzhong Pavilion's reputation would have been completely ruined. I was only doing my job. Only doing your job? You chose to pay out of your own pocket and rushed a batch of premium fresh fruit overnight from the neighboring city to replace them, while taking all of Jia Tenhao's verbal abuse. Just to save the reputation of my restaurant. And you call that just doing your job? Send me your bank account number. I knew a long time ago that Zhao Tenhao was a useless piece of trash. Now that you're striking out on your own,
The high-end fruit market in Zhongcheng is yours for the taking.
the money will be in your account in a second. Thanks, Mr. Zhang. I'll deliver this batch of fruit to your kitchen myself.
Funds received.
Cheng Ye drove a rented, second-hand refrigerated truck straight to the Jiangkan Customs wholesale dock.
Boss Zhao, my cousin said,
These cherries of yours have lost their bloom, and they're overripe. According to the rules, we can only give you 80 yuan a caddy. We can't go any higher than that. It's perfectly normal for premium cherries to have minor bloom rub during cold chain transport. You're cutting my price by 20%. You're trying to bleed me dry.
Boss Zhao, if you don't sell,
Who else in Zhengkang in the middle of the night can take these 8,000 caddies off your hands besides me, Zhao Tingkang? Well, if it isn't Boss Cheng, who just got his 100,000 yuan severance pay. What are you doing at the port in the middle of the night?
Scavenging for scraps?
Hey, who the hell are you? Don't touch our goods. These are excellent goods.
Absolutely top tier. Brother Joe, I'll take all 8,000 caddies of these.
Based on the market floor price you set, that's a total of 600,000 yuan.
Haha. Cheng Ye, are you insane? You dare hijack my goods?
With what? The measly 100,000 yuan in your pocket?
Old Joe, don't let this guy fool you.
He's flat broke right now. EPI payment received.
Well, where did you get that money?
Hey, Hao. You always used to say I didn't know the first thing about business. Let me teach you your very first lesson today. Down here at the port, having an eye for value is what makes you the boss. Load the truck. You've got guts, but you think you've won just because you bought them? Without my stalls and connections, these 8,000 pounds of delicate fresh fruit won't sell by tomorrow morning, and they all rot in that crappy cold storage of yours.
I can't wait to watch you lose everything and jump off a building. Brother Cheng, I really owe you one for this.
In the climate-controlled warehouse, there are still 800 pounds of premium blackthorn durians flown in from Malaysia on a chartered flight. That idiot cousin of Zhao Hao insisted they were all duds.
But you got a sharp eye.
Help me take a look. Premium blackthorn durians. Look at this. No wonder that fancy returnee expert called them duds. To an amateur, these look no different from unripe, worthless fruit.
But core temperature is definitely off. The fibers are still firm, not hollow or soft at all. The center thorns are still firm and upright. These aren't duds.
They've just gone into a deep dormancy.
What's that now?
During international transport, the refrigeration system failed, causing the temperature to plunge. To protect themselves, this batch of the king of fruits went into extreme dormancy. If we get them into a ripening room with the exact humidity and temperature within 4 hours to slowly wake them up, they will ripen perfectly. My brother, if this batch ripens perfectly, the market price could easily be 200 to 300 a pound. But right now, they're half dead. If you're willing to take them off my hands, I'll write them off as spoiled fruit.
20,000 for all 800 pounds. You can take the whole lot.
Just think of it as paying a little tip to the boys for their hard work.
Deal. 20,000.
I'll transfer it now.
Cheng Ye had clawed his way through this industry for a whole 10 years. His hands could not only withstand the freezing cold,
But could also feel the exact temperature and ripeness.
if his judgment was off,
This 20,000 would go straight down the drain. But if he wins this bet, this will be the very capital he needs to make his ultimate comeback. If my gut is wrong on this $20,000 is going straight down the drain. The $600,000 for the cherries was borrowed from Zhang Haichao.
and this $20,000 for the durians is all I have left in the world.
4 hours. If there's still no word after 4 hours, it's been 6 long years. Back then, when I partnered up with Zhao Tianhao, I actually believed his crap about brothers splitting everything 50-50. I bought into that lie for 6 whole years. But this time, I'm trusting my own eyes.
Brother Cheng, how long have you been standing here?
Tiger, call Mr. Zhong and Manager Lin right now.
Tell them the durians are perfectly ripe and ready.
You put way too many tea leaves in. Do you even know how to brew tea? Boss Zhao, for the big boss's son's wedding banquet at noon today, they specifically requested 300 pounds of premium blackthorn durian as the grand finale dessert. So get it loaded onto the truck right now. We're completely out of blackthorns today. What about this Musang cream instead? Bullshit. The wedding menu was set a month ago, and today you have the nerve to tell me you're out of stock. Without those blackthorns,
If this wedding banquet is ruined, you can kiss Zhao's reputation goodbye.
hello, Boss Wu. Do you have any premium blackthorns? They've all been snatched up by Cheng Ye.
Brother Chun, your eye for this is absolutely brilliant. My restaurant, Wanjiang Pavilion, wants 300 pounds of this batch of blackthorns. $1,000 a pound.
We'll pay in cash. Oh, John, don't hog them all for yourself. Leave 300 pounds for Juxian Pavilion.
We're hosting the bureau chief's son's wedding banquet at noon.
Don't worry, gentlemen. Today is my very first day going solo. Premium cherries are $180 a pound.
And these premium blackthorns are $800 a pound.
Lord Cheng, you really play hardball.
Sell that batch of blackthorns to me.
I'll pay you double.
Plus, I'll give you a $100,000 bonus. Don't push things too far.
Brother Cheng Ye, are you trying to buy out our brotherhood?
Mentor Lane, please, just give me one more day.
I'll get you the same grade of blackthorn durians to make up for the shortage.
And I'll pay you double the breach of contract penalty.
But please, you can't cancel our 5-year supply contract.
叫天行.
You still have the nerve to bring up those 5 years? If Cheng Ye hadn't been running the show and controlling the fruit quality for you in the past, your stall would have gone out of business a long time ago. If Cheng Ye hadn't stepped in to save today's lunch banquet, I would have been packing my bags and getting fired today. Starting today, the partnership between Joseon Restaurant and Zhao's Fruit Wholesale is completely dead.
Cousin, don't worry. I just bought a huge batch of cheap Shine Muscat grapes and soft seed pomegranates from a small supplier in the next city.
The price was half of what it normally is. Once we flip them,
We'll definitely make back all the money we lost today.
we're going to make a fortune. Hurry up and unload them into the main cold storage to cool down.
You call this premium fruit?
Is your brain made of mush? They still looked bright and fresh when I bought them. The supplier said they were just a bit soft because they didn't use ice packs.
They'd be fine once they chilled in the cold storage.
This batch is garbage. Throw it all out.
First, this is bad.
下6是再也不是销售点摩名望落的大客欠骗事件，欠就难挣的，不管是得听就去了。
In the fruit industry, there's a slang term called chemically soaked. To make rotting fruit look fresh and bright, shady suppliers will use formaldehyde and chemical preservatives to soak them. Once these fruits are out of that chemical environment, they will rot and stink within a few hours.
What's worse, the rotting ethylene gas and pathogenic mold will spread like a virus, contaminating the entire cold storage air circulation system. Shut down the circulation system right now. Going right now.
Boss, the main switch for the circulation system is at the very back of the warehouse.
Word travels fast.
Before noon,
Everyone in the Jiangcheng fruit salad market knew that Zhao's Fruit Salale had bought a truckload of chemically soaked fruit, and their entire cold storage was completely contaminated.
it's all over. 200,000 yuan, completely gone. Where is young Master Tin Ho? The young master is in the hospital.
He fainted at the entrance of the cold storage this morning.
Is he awake yet? Wait until he wakes up. Before starting the 4.
Get Joe Jack here over here, now.
Listen up, everyone.
I, Zhao Wanshan, have been making a living in the Jiangchang fruit wholesale business for 20 years.
My boy Quanzi was reckless and let a filthy laborer take advantage of him.
But rules are rules.
Starting today, if any major importer in Jiangcheng dares to sell so much as a single piece of fruit to Cheng Ye, you are taking the food right out of my mouth. You're making an enemy out of me, Zhao.
Master Zhao, it was your son who forced my prices down last night. He was trying to bleed me dry.
What the hell does Cheng Ye have to do with this?
Or do you want to be the first to test how deep these waters are?
It wasn't that he was afraid of Zhao Wanshan.
But he had a wife and kids to support, and a whole crew of brothers at the docks waiting to be fed.
He didn't dare stand up to these deeply entrenched, powerful forces.
Against them, one man's loyalty just didn't carry enough weight.
Cheng, my brother, I'm so sorry. Zhao Wanshan has issued an industry-wide ban against you.
The guys at the docks all have families to feed. We can't risk our families' livelihoods to bet on you. Pifu Lakima is making landfall tomorrow. All our inventory is going to be stuck.
But we can't give you a single crate of this batch.
Don't sweat it, Brother Joe. The brothers need to put food on the table. I understand. You don't blame me? Not only should you not sell to me, but you need to take all your inventory, regardless of its quality.
Dump it all on Zhao Tianhao at the highest market price.
Why would we do that?
Zhao Tianhao's main cold storage was contaminated by chemical agents yesterday.
The ethylene levels are off the charts, and mold is about to explode. And his idiot cousin has absolutely no idea how to thoroughly clean the air circulation system. If you dump all your fruit on him right now, you're basically handing him a ticking time bomb. But Cheng, my brother, what about you? Once the typhoon hits, the entire city will run out of stock. If you don't have any inventory, how are you going to survive? Stay safe in the storm, brother Zhao.
彤姐啊，開下注意啲。媽，
How much do we still need for Dad's hospital bill? We're still short by 8,000. Your second uncle said you should go swallow your pride and apologize to Zhao Tianhao to get your job back. I'm not going back. As for that 8,000, I'll go ask around the restaurants tomorrow to see if I can find a job washing dishes. Mom, you don't have to do that. It's so late. Where are you going? Just going to make a quick phone call. Who's this? Brother Zhang. It's Kangxi.
Choyo, what brother?
Well. Did the sun rise from the west today? It's been 3 years. You finally decided to give me a call, you brat. Brother Zhang, you still remember that batch of client cherries with the broken cold chain, right? Of course I do. I'll never forget it, as long as I live. Several containers of Chilean cherries were almost completely ruined on the road because the refrigeration truck ran out of fuel. It was you who rushed over from Jiangchang overnight and used your 7 exclusive preservation techniques to save me from over $20 million in losses.
I, old Zhang, will always owe you for that.
Brother Zhang, I'm not here to collect on that favor today. FIFA Lakima is about to hit. You have over 100 trucks of imported cold chain fresh fruit that just arrived from overseas, right? Do not unload them in Binzhou. Bring them straight to Jiangcom overnight. I'm buying it all. Every single piece. My brother, that's a whopping 500,000 pounds of premium, imported cherries, shine muscat grapes, and yellow dragon fruits. Just the cost of the goods alone is $20 million. Can you even handle that? I only have $1 million in cash right now. But I will pledge half of Jiangcheng's future high-end fruit market as collateral. Get the goods into my cold storage first. And within 5 days, I will pay you back in full, with interest. Brother Zhang, do you dare to take a gamble with me? Haha, my life was practically saved by you, kid. Why wouldn't I take this bet? Your vision, Cheng Ye, is worth every penny. We're loading up overnight. It's a 4-hour drive from Bengzhou to Jiangcheng. See you in the eye of the storm, my brother. Thanks, Brother Zhang.
Zhao Wahanchan. Did you really think blocking this tiny orchard in Jiangchang would starve me, Cheng Ye?
Today, I'm going to ride this wind and turn the tables completely. Zhao Wanshan thought a single blacklist order could completely cut off Cheng Ye's supply. But what he didn't know was that Cheng Ye's eyes were never just focused on this local harbor. And he certainly didn't know that this approaching typhoon would become the sharpest weapon in Cheng Ye's hands. Cheng, my brother, the convoy has already crossed the Binzhou border. We'll be in Jiangcheng in 40 minutes.
Brother Zhang, Likimo is hitting early.
The Weather Bureau just issued a red alert. All flights are grounded. They could close the highway at any moment.
I know we're putting our lives on the line for this shipment.
Brother Cheng, once we hit Jiangcheng, drinks are on me. But first, let's get those 500,000 pounds of stock sold. Cousin, your dad is seriously amazing. With just one blacklisting order, that broke loser Cheng Ye can't even source a single piece of fruit. Yesterday, we snatched up over 100,000 pounds of high-end fruit from every single channel and packed it all into cold storage. Now not a single upscale restaurant in Jiangcheng can get stock from anyone but us. Like they say, the bigger the storm, the higher the price. Over the next few days, we're going to quadruple the prices and rip them off big time.
Cheng's is absolute trash.
He thinks he can play with me? Cousin? Did Zhou Lane think he was so high and mighty?
Didn't Joxian Restaurant terminate their contract with us?
Just wait. When he comes crawling back to beg us, I'll make him kneel at our storefront and beg for mercy. Boss, something's wrong. The over 100,000 pounds of cherries and premium green grapes we just bought yesterday, they're all soft and moldy this morning. They're ruined. No, that's impossible. That's impossible. I put my entire life savings into this. I even embezzled $3 million of company funds from my dad's business to buy this stock.
Zhao Tinghao's main cold storage was contaminated yesterday by chemically treated fruit.
The ethylene levels spiked, and mold broke out everywhere. His idiot cousin has absolutely no idea how to thoroughly clean the air circulation system.
Shoving all your fruit in there right now
Is like handing him a ticking time bomb. Brother Ming! Brother Ming!
You're here to pick up your order, right?
We're just passing through. Our convoy is meeting at the intersection ahead to head to the South District Logistics Park.
The South District Logistics Park?
That's right, to Cheng Ye's place.
Late last night, Cheng Ye mobilized 30 refrigerated trucks and brought back 500,000 pounds of premium imported fresh fruit straight from the Binzhou port. Right now, his cold storage number 7 is a literal fruit paradise. He has all the premium cherries and dragon fruit you could ever want.
Our brother Cheng Ye is a decent man. Even though market prices have quadrupled due to the typhoon, he only raised his by 20%.
Now, every restaurant owner in Jiangcheng is queuing up at his place to get their orders. As for your Zhao's fruit shop,
You can keep it to breed flies. You useless piece of trash. You good-for-nothing screw-up of a bastard. 3 million. You didn't just embezzle 3 million from my company's account to buy that pile of rotten fruit? You completely ruined the Zhao family's reputation too. All these breach of contract fees, since we couldn't deliver the goods during the typhoon.
the contract says we don't just have to refund their deposits. We have to pay 4 times that in penalties. Just Juxian Pavilion alone is costing us 2 million in damages. And when you add in all the other restaurants,
This total mess is close to 5 million.
Dad, please, you have to help me. Talk to Uncle Ling and the others for me. Beg them to let this slide.
The Zhao family has been in Jiangcheng for decades.
They have to show you some respect.
Respect? What respect do I have left in this city?
Just this morning, the health and business inspectors shut down your warehouse. Your idiot cousin actually tried to sell moldy, rotting fruit to roadside juice bars to make drinks. He was caught red-handed and reported on the spot. Now everyone in Jiangcheng knows Zhao's fruit wholesale sells toxic fruit.
20 years of hard work. The reputation I, Zhao Yunshan, built is completely ruined in a single day.
This $5 million hole. If you can't patch it up yourself, you can go rot in prison.
I, Zhao Mansen, will pretend I never had a son like you.
No. No.
The day after the typhoon passed, the wind and rain finally died down. The skies over Jiangcheng finally cleared up.
I told you 1,000 times to talk some sense into Cheng Ye.
To have him swallow his pride and apologize to Zhao Tenhao. But you wouldn't listen.
Look at us now.
He threw his 100,000 into that broken cold storage, and it didn't even make a splash. How is he going to pay this $8,000 hospital bill now?
Brother, please lend me 3,000 first.
I'll get a job washing dishes at a restaurant next month and pay you back.
Lend you money. With what? Mom, we don't need to borrow. Cheng Ye, where did you get all this money?
Excuse me, I'd like to transfer my father Cheng Zhangguo to the VIP intensive care unit on the top floor.
Here is 300,000 in cash for the advance hospital fees and his upcoming surgery deposit.
Cheng Ye, where on earth did you get this much money?
I earned it, Mom.
I told you, we never have to endure anyone's condescension. Again, from now on, we'll use the best medicine for Dad's treatment.
And you don't ever have to wash dishes again.
Oh, Cheng Ye.
Your second uncle always knew you were born to do business.
Look at your second uncle's little store.
He's been having cash flow problems lately.
Could you? Maybe?
I risked my life to earn this money.
It has absolutely nothing to do with a greedy leech like you, who only takes and never gives. Come on, Mom. Let's go take a look.
During the 4 days of the typhoon,
承接其投手之分司理，BK 将相胜，龙天套题而互为好。
500,000 pounds of premium imported fruit were completely sold out. After deducting the 15 million owed to Zhang Along for the goods, subtracting labor costs,
utilities, wear and tear, and cold storage rent,
he made a net profit of 12 million in just 4 days. But this was only the beginning.
A month after the typhoon,
Cheng Ye used the 12 million he made to do 2 things.
First, he paid Zhang Heilong an extra 1 million in profit dividends. Second, he paid in full for 20 of the latest 500 series, 15-ton temperature-controlled cold chain trucks.
How are today's orders looking? Brother Chang, today's orders have all been dispatched. Our daily revenue reached 3 million.
And our last-mile cold chain delivery model has already swallowed up nearly half of the wholesale fruit market share.
Those big restaurants don't even need to send their own buyers to the market to haul goods anymore. They just place orders in the group chat. We deliver straight to their doorstep in the early hours of the morning. The temperature is controlled the entire way,
With a 98% intact delivery rate upon arrival.
and the damaged fruits just as you ordered. If even one is damaged, we replace it on the spot. This compensation policy alone
Has already cost us over 100,000 in expenses.
Zhao Wanshan is telling everyone that we're just burning cash for hype.
and that we won't last 3 months.
3 months? Zhao Wanshan has dominated this market for 20 years.
He thinks this fruit wholesale market is an unshakable empire.
Our Will restaurants must source their goods from him.
And all fruit merchants must distribute through him.
But he forgot one thing.
The restaurants don't care about the market.
They want quality. Fruit. Whoever can deliver the freshest fruit to their kitchens the fastest is the real king.
Master, Zhao,
How many buyers showed up?
Today, Jiuxing Restaurant, Winjing Pavilion, and the top 80 restaurants in the city. None of them are sourcing their stock from our market anymore. We went and did some digging. They've gone to Wild Stallion's logistics center.
Cheng Ye set up some online group ordering system. The restaurant buyers don't even have to step out the door.
They just place an order in the group chat, and his cold chain trucks deliver it right to their doorstep. Constant temperature control the entire trip. So, they unbox it right at the store, and if anything is damaged, he fully compensates them. What's more, Cheng Ye signed an exclusive supply agreement with Zhang Halong.
All top-tier fresh fruit from Bingzhou Port is now monopolized by Wild Stallion Logistics.
The stock our wholesalers at the docks are holding, they're just Chunky's leftovers.
Ha! What a brilliant move.
I completely misjudged that kid, Chaiki. He bypassed the wholesale fruit market entirely. This turf that I, Joan Shan, have run for 20 years. He's sourcing directly from out-of-province ports and delivering it right to their doors using his own cold chain fleet. He's trying to completely bypass and hollow out the entire market. This isn't just stealing our business. He wants to completely rewrite the rules of the game.
Master Zhao, should we mortgage all 3 of our villas and our 2 massive wholesale stalls to the bank?
And then, you can contact Chen Daong's shadow bank to borrow 50 million in bridge loans.
Let him set whatever interest rate he wants. So he has a source in Binzhou, does he? And I'll head straight to the overseas orchards and cut him off at the source. By offering 30% above the market rate,
I'll buy out all the top-tier orchards upstream.
Cheng Ye wants to crush me with a high-tech play? Fine.
Then I'll drag him into a cash-burning war.
Let's see who breaks first. Tell them, starting right now.
All the 4J cherries and premium green grapes from their orchards this season.
I'm buying the all.
At 30% above the market price. Cash on delivery.
We want to work with you.
This is amazing. This is also, make them sign a penalty agreement. Starting from the next harvest season, not a single crate of top-tier fresh fruit from these orchards is allowed to be sold to Cheng Ye in Jiangkang. If they breach the contract, they'll owe me 3 times the value of the goods.
Boss Zhao,
A penalty agreement? The financial risk on this is going to be massive. They're bleeding money just to look smart. Oh, you'll see. You're about to witness a real miracle. Brother Chun, Zhao Wanshan's prices are 30% cheaper than ours. Our order volume has dropped by 60% in just 3 days. Brother Chung, that punk Zhao Tianhao is back. He's at the market entrance with a megaphone, shouting that Zhao's fruit wholesale is reopening today. All premium cherries and blackthorn durians are heavily discounted. All 30% cheaper than Wild King Cold Chain. And they even offer free delivery right to your doorstep. The restaurant buyers across the entire market have all mints. Away, they're shouting. Wild King Cold Chain wants a monopoly. The Zhao family will crush them with cash.
光的秤需要瓦闪是从零开始这次司法。
There's no way his cash reserves can last very long. But we just spent 12 million on our fleet. Our cash flow is running low too. If this price war continues, in 20 days at most, our entire market share will be completely wiped out.
Sheng, don't worry.
Oh, Zhao, pull up a document for me.
What document? The red alert notice for peak summer electricity usage issued by the Jiangchun Power Bureau the day before yesterday. It says, due to the continuous heat wave,
Our city's power grid is approaching its limit. The following areas are at risk of transformer overload. Brother Chun, the main transformer and underground power grid of the wholesale fruit market were built 15 years ago. They are severely outdated. Usually, those stalls just run small freezers, so it's fine. But now, to store those 800,000 pounds of delicate fruit, he forcibly connected 200 high-power, industrial-grade cooling compressors. He knows fruit,
But he doesn't know a thing about electricity.
Tell all our drivers to take a 2-day paid leave. If those restaurants want to buy from the Zhaos these next 2 days, let them. As for us, we won't pick fights and we won't steal customers. Brother Chang, are we really just going to do that? Just watch. Yes, watch. Watch him build his high tower.
and then watch it all come crashing down.
Zhao Wanshan thinks that controlling the supply means he holds all the cards, but he doesn't realize that the ultimate Achilles heel of the premium fresh produce industry is never the supply.
It's temperature and power.
In 39-degree heat, a power outage is a death sentence. And those 800,000 pounds of premium fruit in his hands,
Every single piece is ticking down to its doom.
Dad, that pug Cheng Ye hasn't made a single move in 2 days. His human cold chain orders have plummeted by 80%.
I sent some guys to keep an eye on his dispatch center. It's completely deserted. Not a single soul in sight.
Exactly. All of his refrigerated trucks are just sitting there.
And the drivers are all on leave.
I'd say he wimped out. He's absolutely nothing.
Trying to pick a fight with me?
Dad,
Let's crush my young cold chain once and for all.
I'm going to his pathetic warehouse myself and make him beg on his knees. Don't get ahead of yourself.
Cheng Ye是
Who managed to pull off that 500,000 bin Zhou plan in just 3 days. And during a typhoon, he got every high-end restaurant in Jiangcheng to move their stock to his pathetic warehouse. A man like that doesn't just stay quiet for 2 days.
He hasn't wimped out. Please, he hasn't wimped out.
He's plotting something. Keep a close eye on him.
Dad, you're overthinking it. I've got him completely figured out. Cheng Ye is just a silent nobody. He wouldn't dare make a single peep. Cousin, let's have a drink.
To celebrate our Zhao's fruit soul failure reclaiming the top spot in Zhangcheng.
Watt hours. What's going on?
Cousin, the power's out.
The cold storage.
Quick, go turn on the backup diesel generator.
Go, right now.
How is it? It's not working. 200 cooling units restarting at the same time. The load is 3 times over the limit.
The generator can't handle it.
Cousin, the generator has seized up. Fix it.
I don't care how you do it, just fix it.
Boss, it can't be fixed. Core components are completely fried. It'll take at least 3 days to get a replacement.
He slowly turns his head, staring at the cold storage rooms plunged into darkness.
Inside those airtight, massive iron boxes lies 800,000 caddies of premium fresh fruit. The entire 80 million yuan fortune of the Zhao family.
No.
There's still a way. Mr. Cheng Ye.
Grandpa Cheng, I'm begging you.
Please send your refrigerated trucks to Sadus. I'll give you half price.
No, 10%. I'll give you all the stock for just 10% of the price.
Please, I'm begging you, take my goods and freeze them.
Maybe we can still salvage some of it.
为了听好，要想就花钱。
Oh, so now it's Brother Tianha. And here I thought we were childhood besties who grew up running around naked together.
Cheng Ye, for old time's sake. Oops, I forgot to tell you one thing.
I hired the emergency repair truck from the Jiangcheng Bureau of Industry an hour ago.
They're currently servicing the private line for my South District cold storage. The shops at the fruit wholesale market won't get power back until tomorrow morning, at the earliest.
As for your precious fruit,
keep it to brew your own vinegar. 3 hours. Just 3 short hours. The cold storage doors were shut tight, but liquid was already seeping through the cracks. A murky, sour, foul-smelling juice.
Dad, call Cheng Ye.
He has cold storage. We can beg him to take our goods and flash freeze them.
Did you just call him? Dad, we're finished. 80 million. And 50 million of that is from Boss Chan's underground loan sharks.
We're completely ruined. 800,000 pounds of our cash crop
Turned into a mountain of rot in just 3 hours.
I, Zhao Winshan,
Have been in the Jiangshang fruit wholesale business for 20 years.
20 years. Gone in an instant.
Master Zhao, I heard the power went out.
And all your goods are rotten.
Yoga, no boss care.
Please, give me a few more days. I'll sell this stall, the biggest one in the South District, to pay you back. Just give me a few days.
The promissory note says 50 million flat.
Plus 5 million in interest. That's 55 million. Master Zhao, how much do you think this stall is actually worth?
And how much is this warehouse of rotten fruit worth?
Just hauling away this mountain of garbage will cost over $1 million.
I'm not running a damn charity here.
Don't beat my son. Please. I'll sign whatever you want. Ah. Damn it.
1 week later.
Ah, President Cheng, what an unexpected guest.
Well, when blew you in today? I won't beat around the bush.
All right, I'll take this property off your hands. The deficient is more the chain, Zoom, and policy. Besides, The Zhao family has already ruined the feng shui of this place. Taking it over is just me doing you a favor and helping you clear out the trash.
800,000. Not a single penny more.
Otherwise, I'm walking away right now. Fine, CEO Cheng. You're a straightforward man.
800,000. It's a deal.
Ah.
A filthy, mud-covered figure was rummaging through a trash can, looking for scraps of food.
He imped on one leg.
His left leg dragging uselessly behind him on the ground. His clothes were in tatters, reeking of a thick, sour stench of rotten fruit and years of filth.
Brother Cheng, look at that beggar.
Let's go. Zhao Tianhao has ended up as a beggar.
套春金还是比康的溜田够加强。
This brotherly fallout, which started over a 100,000 yuan dividend, has finally been decided here.
But Cheng Ye has no idea that a real storm is still brewing in the distance.
3 years later, Yiman Group has not only monopolized the province's high-end fresh fruit cold chain transport, but has also built the province's largest modern fresh produce warehousing base.
Zheng's father recovered from his illness.
And the whole family moved into a luxury riverfront apartment. His second uncle's side of the family tried to cozy up to them, but Cheng Ye just had the security guards throw them out. Tonight, the Jiangkan Chamber of Commerce is hosting its annual dinner at Jiaxing Mansion. CEO Cheng, you're finally here. Please, after you. This way, please.
CEO Cheng, please come in.
The vice president of the Chamber of Commerce and the provincial leaders are all waiting for you. Are you blind? Why can't you even park a car properly? Can't you understand plain English?
CEO Chen, do you know that doorman?
He was just hired last month. He's incredibly clumsy. I'll fire him first thing tomorrow. I don't know him.
CEO Cheng. This is Mr. Gu of Changhua Capital from the capital.
Shuangfang. Just this afternoon, he used 300 million cash to force an acquisition of 40% of the shares in both Juxin Mansion and Wanjiang Pavilion. He specifically asked to meet you.
Mr. Gu, Jiangcheng's fruit might not suit the capital's palate.
So why spend 300 million just to get a taste?
Choju came from humble beginnings
And built Bimeng Group in just 3 years, monopolizing 80% of the premium cold chain market across the entire province. And your rise to power. In the I clause of our Changhua Capital's analysis department, your rating is an S. Cut the crap. I don't have time for your corporate lectures. Cheng Capital is prepared to acquire a controlling stake in Yaman Group at a valuation of 20 billion. That means 51% of the shares. Additionally, starting next month, your cold chain network must fully integrate into our self-developed matrix system. You will stop importing all natural fruits from overseas and fully roll out our new product line. The texture is all wrong. Gene edited for cold resistance, overloaded with chemical ripening agents, plus a coating of food-grade industrial wax. This crap won't even rot if you leave it in cold storage for half a year.
Mr. Gu, Changhua Capital isn't selling fruit.
You're manufacturing plastic.
Mr. Chen.
Capital doesn't care about taste. It only cares about the bottom line. The spoilage rate of these engineered fruits is practically zero, and the profit margin is 10 times that of traditional fresh fruit. All we need is to leverage the trust Yaman Group has built across the province and put it right onto the tables of high-end restaurants. By next year, Yaman could be ringing the bell on NASDAQ. It's a win-win. I refuse. Yuman's reputation was built one honest fruit at a time. I, Cheng Ye, put my life into what I sell. Nah, poison. Think, keep your 20 billion in dirty money and save it to buy yourself a coffin. Cheng Ye. Do you really think you're invincible just because you monopolize one province? Behind Cheng is a nationwide fresh food empire. If you walk out that door today, I guarantee that starting tomorrow, top overseas orchards will cut off your supply, and not a single one of your cold team trucks will be allowed on the highway. Vekanya, you clearly don't understand how our industry works. When the fruit is ripe, not even God can stop it from falling. You want to block my roads? Then, let's wait and see.
江爷爷，你有感觉这？
Once something is rotten to the core, your fancy temperature control technology won't be able to save it. Notify all 20 primary distribution hubs in the province to trigger our circuit breaker protocol immediately. Cut off all supply chains related to Changhat capital.
And activate our 3 backup high-altitude orchards on the Yunnan-Guizhou Plateau.
Load the trucks and ship them out tonight.
Boss! What's the panic? Even if the sky falls, I'll hold it up.
It's not that the sky is falling. It's not that the sky...
Our core temperature control server has been completely locked down.
What did you say?
What are the temperature readings right now? Minus 20 degrees.
And it's still dropping. Minus 20 degrees? For those delicate, premium fruits, this isn't preservation.
This is a brutal, devastating freeze.
Once the temperature rises, tens of millions of pounds of premium fruit in the warehouse will instantly turn into a pile of rotting mush.
What about the backup power? We tried cutting the physical power, but it won't budge.
They used an extremely high-level physical hardware lock. It's completely bricked to motherboard.
Bostron, we have 30 minutes at most.
Otherwise, all the premium stock we've built up over the last 3 years will be completely ruined.
We're looking at a loss of at least $3 billion.
$3 billion. That's the Memon Group's entire cash flow and our final safety net.
Fat Con Feng's words back in the VIP suite of Juxin Pavilion suddenly echoed in his mind.
That wasn't a threat.
It was a distraction to buy time.
He had already made his move.
But the Memon Group's main control room is completely sealed.
It has military-grade security. Without Cheng Ye's master clearance and retina scanners, even a fly couldn't get in there. How could anyone get inside to install a hardware lock? Zhao, pull up the security footage from 5 minutes ago. Right now.
Get on it. The feed has been replaced.
But they left a video message. It's already been sent to your car console.
Cheng Ye? Long time no see. Faking a link for the past 3 years. Man, it really took a toll on me.
Are you wondering how a pathetic security guard, someone you trampled under your feet, managed to break into your fortress of a control room?
You're too sentimental.
And way too arrogant.
The encryption frequency for your Mabak. You modified it from the compressor frequency of our old joint venture warehouse, didn't you?
Did you really think nobody would find out?
For 3 long years, I worked as a security guard at Tianji Pavilion.
Just waiting for your car to show up. During the 10 seconds you stepped out, I used a military-grade cloner from Changha Capital to copy your car's main communication key.
You were the one who taught me the fruit business.
And you always said temperature is our absolute lifeblood.
Today, I'm going to use the exact rules you taught me to send you to your grave. Didn't you love keeping things fresh? Well, I'm going to let you freeze until you're numb. Consider this $3 billion stock, the interest that I, Zhao Tianhao, am clawing back.
小天好是个贵姐。
He's actually far more vicious and sinister than before. He's become the most lethal blade chain capitalist planted right by my side.
Enduring humiliation and playing the fool for 3 long years.
All for this one fatal trap tonight. You better not disappoint me. Hold on tight, Brother Cheng.
Yo.
Brother Cheng, all our signals are being jammed. They've got high-power, military-grade jammers on their vehicles.
They're blocking us from calling the police.
Or contacting anyone on the outside.
Brother Cheng, we can't break through. Their cars are heavily armored. If we ram them head-on, we'll lose for sure. There are only 13 minutes left before the temperature in his parents' villa drops to a lethal level. And only 14 minutes until his $3 billion inventory is completely ruined by the freezing cold.
Feng Kangfeng has targeted Cheng Ye's absolute weakest spot.
He doesn't need to commit murder.
He just needs to keep Cheng Ye trapped in this dead zone underground garage for 15 minutes.
After 15 minutes,
Feng Xi's parents will be severely frostbitten, or worse. And the Yuan Empire he built with his own blood and sweat will turn to ashes. Then, Gu Changfeng will swoop in, posing as a savior.
and buy out everything for pennies on the dollar. This is the predatory law of raw capital.
Tiger, drive in circles and lure them toward Area C.
Area C is a dead end, Brother Cheng.
Just do what I say. Lead them there.
Brother Cheng, what do we do now? Shai Kangpeng relies way too much on his high-tech toys. He actually thinks that jamming the cell tower signals in satellite bands
is enough to completely silence me. But he forgot one crucial thing.
How did I, Cheng Ye,
Build my empire from the ground up. I started with hundreds of heavy transport trucks running along treacherous mountain roads.
Think inside the dead zones of the Yonanguizhou Plateau where even satellite phones couldn't get a signal.
Back then, those truck drivers had their own lifesaver for communication.
It was never some high-end encrypted satellite.
No, it's the most primitive high-power car radio, completely immune to modern high-tech interference.
When this Maybach was being customized, so it could dispatch the fleet at a moment's notice,
They crammed a high-power shortwave transmitter. Inside, this old-school signal frequency is so low.
the Changfeng's broadband jammer can't even touch it.
This is Cheng Ye.
Calling all Wildcat refrigerated trucks in the Nansan area. I repeat, this is Cheng Ye.
Who's near the Nansan area?
Brother Zhang, it's Lao Zhang.
I just finished unloading a truck of sea urchins at the Wangjiang Pavilion branch at the foot of Mansan Villa Hill. I was just about to hit the highway back to Bingju. What is all that noise on your end?
No, Zhang. There's no time to explain. I need you to smash through the gates of Nansan Villa number 8 right now, within 5 minutes.
My parents are trapped inside. Someone locked down the villa's smart control system.
The AC is blasting at its absolute limit of minus 10 degrees. Every single door and window has been sealed shut by electronic locks.
Got it, Brother Chell.
Don't you worry. Even if I have to tear that damn villa down today, I will get your parents out of there completely unharmed.
Brother Chung, what's behind the bridge in Zone C? The high-voltage power distribution room for the Juxin building.
They don't dare get out of their cars, because their orders are only to keep us trapped. They don't want to make a scene. Am I right?
Exactly. So, let's make a scene for them.
Truck, back up 10 meters. Then slam on the gas and smash right through them. Bring it on.
Lodging, the interference is cleared.
What's the situation at headquarters? Brother Chung, you're finally online.
We only have 7 minutes left.
The temperature has already dropped to minus 15 degrees.
Zhao Tenha has locked himself inside the core server room.
Our security guys can't break through that titanium alloy door. No need to break it down.
Lodging. Listen closely. Thinkonphone's matrix system hardware lock was done by tampering with our motherboard's low-level temperature protocol. But they overlooked one thing. I'm a businessman, not some tech guy.
I don't trust anything that's purely electronic. When I built this server room,
I installed physical thermal trip relays on the power supply end of every core compressor. Brother Chow?
what do you mean?
The logic of a cold storage facility is very simple. To prevent a fire in the server room,
As long as the external thermal sensors detect extreme heat,
the physical relays will force cut the power to the cooling compressors.
no matter what command the motherboard sends,
Cutting the physical power is an infinite loop with the absolute highest priority.
Thinkonphone wants to use software to freeze me to death? Fine. And I'll use a physical power cut to fry his entire system.
Understood. I'm broadcasting to all channels right now. Tell all cabin personnel to immediately manually short-circuit the compressor's external heat sensors. Use lighters to burn them like crazy.
Pour hot water on them. Do whatever it takes to make the external sensors register temperatures over 60 degrees. Hurry! Brother Chung, the Maybach is totaled, but this old dispatch car can still make it to the main control center. Hurry!
Cadden 1 physical power cut successful.
The temperature has stopped dropping. Kitten 6 power cut successful. Our $3 billion cargo is saved. Brother Chung,
All cabins have been successfully cut off.
the temperature has stabilized at minus 3 degrees.
关了枪，老将。
Where are my parents? I ripped the door clean off with a heavy truck's winch. Your mom and dad were wrapped in blankets, their lips completely purple from the cold. But they're okay. They've already been put in the ambulance.
Pin drop, 老将。
But, Brother Chung,
We found something on the table in the villa's living room.
what is it? A cooler box.
There's no bomb inside.
Just a single strawberry.
And a note underneath it.
What does it say? This was only a stress test.
Of Changhua Capital's cargo has already boarded cargo ships bound for Europe and America.
You thought we were fighting over the Nanchong market.
Cheng Ye, what we're fighting for is the nation's destiny.
Brother Chung, what does nation's destiny mean?
Lu Jiang, go to the hospital right now and stay with my parents.
I'll handle the rest. Turn the car around. We're going to the main control center.
Mr. Chung, he's right inside.
角姜糖报， 拿旗开。
You won? How could you possibly win? No matter how powerful your technology is, you still need to have a bottom line.
You don't even have the basic decency of a human being left. How do you expect to beat me?
Tech department. Crack the backdoor data of this hardware overnight. Since Kling Feng was bold enough to plug this into our system,
He can't blame me for using it to trace him right back to his source. Brother Cheng, I'm finished. I'm completely ruined.
this is only the beginning.
Hu Tianfeng left you here to take the fall.
How about him? Where is he? Where is he? He's catching a flight to America tonight. What kind of cargo is worth him spending $300 million just to buy shares and going to such extreme lengths to hack my system just to cover his tracks?
That cargo, it wasn't fruit at all.
It was seeds.
Fei Kamfang and his partners used gene editing to breed a highly invasive variety, the Overlord strawberry seeds.
Once these seeds are planted,
Every single plot of land within a 5-mile radius can only grow this specific variety.
he wants to flood our local market with these seeds while registering the patents in Europe and America at the same time to lock us out of our own market.
Exactly.
The shipment heading out to sea tonight, it contains dozens of tons of the original parent seeds
They want to rush the patent filings in the West.
and use them to impose a genetic blockade and extort us with patent fees. They want to monopolize the entire global strawberry gene pool. Which dock is that cargo at right now? Tell me. Binzhou Deepwater Port. It's on a cargo ship leaving at 2 a.m. The crane, Mary.
Brother Cheng, we're too late.
Getting cross-departmental approval will take at least 2 hours. By the time the customs seizure order is issued,
The ship will already be out in international waters. Then we'll play by our own rules. All Wildcat cold chain fleets across the province. Listen to my orders.
This is Cheng Ye.
initiate Level 1 emergency protocol immediately to every heavy truck near the Binzhou Deepwater Port.
No matter if you're hauling lobsters or cherries, I want all of you heading to Pier 7 right now. Block every single approach bridge leading to the Queen Mary.
Use your trucks to seal the security gate shut.
At all costs. Even if you have to tear your truck's chassis to shreds, you absolutely cannot let those cargo containers get on that ship.
Brother Cheng, I've got 30 trucks with me. We're coming off the highway overpass right now. Even if we have to level this damn port today, we are not letting them escape. Second Fleet, copy that.
We're 5 kilometers away from Pier 7.
Sixth Fleet, copy that. We're pulling a U-turn now.
Get out of the way. You're illegally obstructing international trade shipments. I am going to sue every single one of you. Through you, my damn car broke down and stalled. We're waiting for a mechanic. If you've got the balls, run over my car. Go on, do it.
Cheng Ye, how on earth are you here?
Your master control system.
Oh, my system is doing just fine.
A constant -3 degrees. The fruit is incredibly fresh. But as for you, President Gu, instead of sitting comfortably in your luxury office in the capital, you're out here in the pouring rain at Binzhou Port in the middle of the night. What's the matter? Were you planning to smuggle some national treasure out of the country?
Yongjae, do you have any idea what you're doing?
You're standing in the way of China Capital's fortune. That means you're making an enemy of the entire financial elite.
Do you honestly think a few of your crappy trucks can stop the torrent of global trade? I can't stop the torrent. But I can easily crush a slimy worm like you in this filthy gutter.
A joint task force from Binzhou Customs and the Ministry of Agriculture's Anti-Smuggling Division is already on its way. What's inside those shipping containers of yours is classified as undeclared genetically modified biological samples and ecologically invasive species.
Feng Chaofeng, you are under suspicion of endangering national agricultural security.
For the rest of your life, you can enjoy eating your plastic strawberries in a prison cell.
How did you pull this off?
You're nothing but a... Yeah, I'm just a guy who sells fruit.
But a grassroots fruit seller has his roots dug deep into the earth.
While you elitist capitalists floating up in the clouds will never understand the power of the soil. 1 month later,
Peng Changfeng goes roasted.
Trine Capital's transnational genetic patent conspiracy was completely exposed. Following the trail, the Ministry of Agriculture dismantled a massive international agricultural espionage network.
Yanmeng Group not only received official recognition,
but also secured the exclusive rights for high-end agricultural cold chain logistics across the entire province and several neighboring provinces.
As for Zhao Tinghao,
He was sentenced to 8 years in prison for endangering computer information systems and commercial espionage. Hey, little brother, there are a few reporters outside who want to interview you.
calling you a national entrepreneur and the conscience of the industry. How should I reply?
Just tell them I'm not in.
I knew you'd say that.
Oh, by the way,
Zhao Helong said over some news.
That batch of intercepted Overlord strawberry and mushroom seeds at Benjo Port has been completely destroyed by the Ministry of Agriculture. And Customs even made a silk banner for him.
A silk banner? Did he take it?
He did. It's hanging right on the front of his refrigerated truck. He said it'd act like a free pass once he hits the highway. Just when everything seemed to have finally settled.
King, something huge just happened.
Think Feng is already behind bars. What could possibly be bigger than that? It's not about Gu Changfeng.
It's Zhao Helong.
This morning, Zhao Helong's 50 refrigerated semi-trucks, fully loaded with premium Yamei cherries, after crossing the Mushang checkpoint on the southwestern border,
Vanished into thin air.
50 trucks, along with their drivers and cargo, completely evaporated from the GPS system. The first page shows surveillance screenshots from the border checkpoint. The convoy definitely passed through, but they never emerged from the 30 kilometer blind spot on the winding mountain road. That's a discarded insulated cooler the search and rescue team found near the cliff edge. Cheng, what on earth is this?
Think Feng's plastic strawberries were just a prototype.
The real mastermind isn't some domestic player like Cheng or Capital. This blue apple doesn't just represent a mind-bending genetic breakthrough. It's more like a declaration of war, straight from the abyss. Compared to this blue apple, Gu Changfeng's plastic strawberries look like a grade schooler's art project. How did 50 heavy trucks just vanish into thin air? And this organization called Origin, what on earth are they trying to do? Outside, the Zhangcheng sky remains as clear as glass, but Khan knows the storm is about to hit.